Hello and welcome to episode 2 of Quarantine Kitchen. I'm Viv and I am your cook. This recipe was requested by my friend Benita, who is a really talented director in New York City. She was here in London a couple of weeks ago rehearsing a show, and they had to cancel the tour and she went back, and now she is in isolation, in quarantine back in New York City. But while she was here, we got to have brunch together at my place, and we had some overnight oats, and she has requested my recipe for overnight oats. Obviously, it's nighttime. These are my PJs. Shout out to Augusta's hen do in 2016. Here's what we're using. Cup of rolled oats. You want the ones that look like this, not the ones that are big and hard because they don't soften up so nicely. About the same amount, about half a tin of coconut milk, or oat milk, or milk or almond milk, but don't use almond milk because it's bad for the environment. I didn't use this for the one that Benita had, but it's peanut butter, honey, or maple syrup, or agave syrup, or condensed milk if you're feeling decadent. If you can't, just a little bit of sugar. Some chia. Where my vegans at? I know you guys got chia. And what I did have when I made it for Benita, but I don't have now, was a small tin of raspberries. So if you have some kind of berry of any kind, stick that in now. We're gonna stick it straight into a sealable container.
Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I thought you were in the bath already.
Oh, yeah. I was gonna ask, are you recording right now?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna ask if you wanted to come and hang out with me while I'm here.
Oh, sure, when I'm done with this.
Yeah, sure. Sorry.
It's great, it's all good outtakes. He's naked.
So naked.
Spoonful of peanut butter. If you don't have peanut butter, or if you don't like peanut butter, or if it is, you know, bad for you, little pinch of salt. And actually any kind of nut butter does the same. So almond butter, cashew nut butter. Okay, so I'm finding that this one is not quite enough liquid. So we want it to be completely like covered so that it all soaks up. So I'm just gonna stick some water in. I'm gonna make that tin of coconut milk last. So it's lovely. You just make sure that all of the things are nice and covered. Now the chia also like absorbs heaps of liquid as well. Squirt of honey. Make it nice and sweet. Do it to taste. You might not like it to be sweet. Put it in the fridge. So this is probably like good for one hungry person, or 2 moderately hungry people, or, you know, 2 breakfasts over 2 days. So it's now the morning, and I've gone to check on my overnight oats, which are looking pretty nice, if possibly a little bit thick. So I might put just a splash more coconut milk in there, just to, you know, lubricate things a bit. I'm also going to put in some sliced apples. If I had it, I'd be putting in some yogurt. I'm going to stick on some honey, bit of cinnamon, bit of nutmeg. My friend Christina has this really cool like fried apple thing that she makes with like cool spices. I'll ask her for the recipe for that and I'll make that later. Sultanas, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds, any of that kind of stuff. If you forgot to put your chia seeds in last night, you can sprinkle them on top. They're just as good. If you have any other fruit, like you could put peaches or bananas. If you want to be a bit, you know, it's the end of the world, I'll eat whatever I want. Chocolate chips, Nutella, you know, go nuts. Blueberries would be really nice if I had some blueberries. That's recipe number 1 done. Overnight oats. If you're like, okay Viv, that's great, but I have half a tin of coconut milk that I now don't know what to do with, do not be alarmed. They're gonna have some lovely Jamaican kidney bean and rice to put that into, and I'm gonna make that